In the world of competitive Pokemon, versatility is everything. But what happens when I throw that out the window and just build a team around one single type? Well, let's find out, shall we? Today we are building a team around the most basic type in the entirety of Pokemon. It is the normal type. But is this thing really so basic, or can we actually do something here on the double rank ladder? We're starting off here against a Darkrai and a Clefable. We lead off here with Zoroark and Terrapagos. You might be confusing to why I say Zoroark, but you see a Bloodmoon. If you don't know, Zoroark's ability is, I don't even know what it's called actually. It is called Illusion, which basically means that the last Pokemon in your party, it will look like from the beginning. For that reason, I think we can start off here with a cheeky Icy and just pop a Dazzling Gleam straight off the bat. They do follow me, which is completely fine with me since we used 2 spread moves. So let's see what they do. It will be an Icy Wind which connect on both Pokemons. Do a little bit of chip damage, I like that. But the most important thing about using this Icy Wind is the speed drop we gain. This means Terrapagos will move before and take down this Darkrai. And this is huge for us for winning this game. This could be a massive start for us. I really like this. However, we have now blown our cover that this Bloodmoon is actually not a Bloodmoon, but it is actually a Zoroark. But that's okay. Station comes out here, which is probably the kryptonite for us in this matchup, especially considering how fast it is and how strong it is. I don't really want to risk losing Terrapagos yet, but I guess there's not really much we can do. It's either Terrapagos. You know what we can actually do? We can probably switch in Ditto on this side, and then we can just risk Bloodmoon going down. That I'm actually okay with. But coming in here with Ditto means that we will be able to take down Sation, not take down, but basically copy Sation, which is massive. And we get the boost on the Intrepid Sword, which is massive. So in comes Ursaluna. Let's see what they went for here. They went straight for Terrestrialization. I wonder if that's Sation already. It is going to be Sation, but what is it? It is going to be Fairy. That is quite interesting. I'm trying to think if I have anything that can hit that for super effective. I do not think we do. It is going to go for a Sacred Sword into Ditto. It's not going to do too much, but Moonblast comes out into the Bloodmoon, which is a little bit of hard damage, I would say. Not really too happy about that. The good thing here is that we actually have Behemoth Blade, and we will move before this Station because we are Choice Scarf, and I can actually see ourselves go for somewhat of a Hyper Voice here, dealing a very good chunk of damage. Only problem here is the fact that they went for Follow Me, which means that we are not going to be able to hit their Station, and we are most likely gonna lose our Station and our Ditto, which isn't really optimal. The Sacred Sword comes out, it takes down Ditto. I mean, Ditto did get a KO on the Clefable, but I would have liked it to get getting the KO and do a good chunk of damage onto that Station. Ursaluna is gonna do a good chunk of damage here, and I can respect that. I don't see a reason for why we don't go with Zoroark here, especially since for them it will look like it is Terrapagos, which I'm completely fine with. They have their Ogerpon. We're gonna go for an Icy Wind, and we're gonna go for Hyper Voice here. The reason I go for this is exactly for this, because they don't know it was not Terrapagos and Zoroark, which means we're immune to Sacred Sword. But now we get the speed drop. The question is, are we going to be faster than this Ogerpon with one speed drop? We're probably not. So Ivy Cudgel is going to come out. It is going to take down our Ursaluna. But realistically, this is not... I mean, it's okay. And it's only okay because we still have Icy Wind, and we know we're gonna move before Station, because if we can use another Icy Wind, it will be -2, and then we can Terrestrialize. We can tear a Starstorm into Station, which will likely KO it, and then also we will deal a good chunk of damage into this Ogerpon. So let's see how this turn is gonna play out, because we really need to connect this Icy Wind. Otherwise, I don't really think there's a chance for us to win. Icy Wind connects on both Pokemons. It does a little bit of chip, but the double speed drop should give us the edge. It doesn't. Sacred Sword comes out. It doesn't KO Terrapagos quite, but Terra Starstorm are gonna come out here. How much damage are we gonna do into Ogerpon? That's the big question, because Station will go down here, and so will Ogerpon, and that will be a win here in our very first matchup in this very new series of playing with one single type in each episode, starting off with normal. And honestly, I think we did quite well. What do you guys think? Well, I should probably start off by talking about the team and the rules for this new series. So the rules is that every single time a video from the series comes up, we have to build a team around one specific type, where this episode is going to be normal types. Then we're going to hop on a double rank ladder and test this team out and see if we can actually do some quite heavy ladder climbing. And the team here is focused on normal types, as I said, but let's see here. I think we should go for some sort of a Bitter Malice and honestly Terrestrialized Water and then Trick Room our Farigiraf. So this team is consisting of Blood Moon Ursaluna, Farigiraf, which is our main Trick Room source. Then we have Sororok for the illusion, which I really like on that Pokemon. It is a really fun Pokemon to use. Then we got Arceus, the god of Pokemon, which theoretically we can actually use on every single team we make, because we can just put a plate on it. So you'll probably see that Pokemon a couple of times in this series. Then we have a Ditto on the team, because Ditto is incredibly fun to use because you can copy every single Pokemon. Oh, we get Typhlosion down to is that a Focus Sash? It is not, but Triggering goes up, which means we are going to be able to move first now. And then we have a Terrapagos on the team, which can be able to do some very heavy damage as well with the Choice Scarf on it. And right now I can't even think of if that was all 6 Pokemon mentioned, or if I am missing someone. I feel like I am missing some Pokemon, but I am not quite sure which one it is, because we got Blood Moon, we got Farigiraf, we got Sororok, we got Terrapagos, we got Ditto, and we got Arceus. So that's all 6 actually. I don't know why I thought I had a 7th Pokemon on the team, but I don't. It would be cool if I could have, but it will also make my life a little bit harder somehow. Kingambit comes out here. That is not particularly nice. I think I will actually switch out here, honestly, for Terrapagos, and then I will go for an Earth Power, and I will go straight in Kingambit, because we need that thing gone immediately from the field, because that is a heavy threat to us. Luckily they have Talon up, so we should be slower than them in Trick Room, unless they go for Sucker Punch, then not. So they do go for Sucker Punch. Luckily we switched out Sororok and saved it. So Earth Power will come out, and it will almost take down Kingambit. The question is, what is this Whimsicott gonna do? It is gonna pop out a Moonblast, which will do a solid bit of damage into our Ursaluna. So my deal here is going for Hyper Voice, because I don't think Sucker Punch will be able to KO us. And then I will go for Terra Starstorm. So Hyper Voice here should KO Kingambit and almost take down Whimsicott. And now Terra Starstorm should be able to take down this Whimsicott, which should put us in a very solid position for winning this match 2 we have going on here. And down goes their Whimsicott. I believe they only have 1 Pokemon left, right? Their Tailwind is gone, and I think they only have 1 Pokemon left. So they have Ursaluna left here, which is quite dangerous, honestly. But we're gonna Terra Starstorm, and we're just gonna Blood Moon, mainly because they're probably gonna Hyper Voice. Okay, so you're probably thinking, why didn't I Terrestrialize my Terrapagos when I knew they were gonna Terrestrialize their Ursaluna? Quite simple. I want to get the benefit of Terrapagos' normal ability, which basically means that their attack is not gonna be super effective. It is gonna be not very effective, but it doesn't matter, because our Blood Moon is gonna 1-hit KO their Blood Moon Ursaluna. So we just want to speed tie. We are 0 speed, we're no good, and we're negative. So we won the speed tie. That was such a fragile Blood Moon from their side, but hey, we take the win in round 2, and we are cruising right now on the double rank ladder with the Monotype normal team. Oh, that's actually a pretty cool calling card. But besides that, we should probably talk about also that you can obviously rent this team at the end of the video by checking it out in the team round down or discussion. But obviously, what I want to say is that we just made a massive mistake. I didn't want to lead. I wanted to have Ursaluna in the back, to be fair, so we kind of screwed up here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna pop in Ursaluna, and we are just gonna pop a Trick Room. But you can obviously rent this team by the end of the video at the rental code using the top right corner of the screen, or you can be a complete sad person, and basically what you could do is you can go down to the description and check it out before the video is over. But why would you do that? You will be missing half the fun watching this video, as their Tornadus have a Double Mist, Bleak Windstorm, and a Toxic our Farigiraf. it doesn't matter because we get Trick Room set up and we have Blood Moon in Trick Room right now. And I am quite happy with that, I must say. Especially because now what we can do is we can Terrasilize, we can Hyper Voice, and you know it, we can Helping Hand. This is going to be an absolute menace of an attack. If none of these Pokemons have Focus Sash, they might both actually go down to a one-hit KO from this Blood Moon or Saluna. And from here on, we just press Autopilot, Hyper Voice, and Helping Hand. Let's see what you can do here, Blood Moon. You have a lot of pressure on you now. I just spoke you up like you were some sort of a god. So let's see what you can do. It will be Hyper Voice. It will be boosted twice. And so Vileplume has Focus Sash on. Okay, interesting. It would have one-hit KO though. And as I said, if none of them has Focus Sash, so I was actually right. And for that, you owe me a subscription. And a like in the video. But now we can seriously just continue this autopilot with Hyper Voice, and that should pretty much end off their entire team. As long as we stay within Trick Room, of course. So Koraidon will come out here, and it will be the shiny Koraidon from the mystery gift that just came out here a month or two ago. So very, very nice. First time for me actually seeing it in live action. Like just in action. You get what I mean. So we're gonna Hyper Voice here. Let's see how much damage it is gonna do. It is going to almost one-hit KO Koraidon with a little bit of help of a critical hit. Luckily, we have Psychic on our Farigiraf, which will finish off this Koraidon, and we are on the verge of going 3-0 in today's video with the Mono Normal type team, and I think we will do it. Unless they pull off some sort of miracle. So the last Pokemon will be Miraidon, which will be the shiny Miraidon as well from the mystery gift. Their problem here is the fact that it's probably Choice Scarf, or not Choice Scarf, Choice Specs. We have Trick Room for 2 more turns. I have Earth Power and have Helping Hand, and they cannot protect. So it's probably going to be a bye-bye to Miraidon. Unless, what is it terrestrializing into? It's just going to be a Fairy type Miraidon. It is, so we could have gone for Blood Moon, which probably would have been a lot better, but I didn't think about that, and that is a massive mistake on my part, which could probably cost us the game. Let's see how much Earth Power is going to do with Helping Hand. It is going to bring it down so close for the KO. So how much damage is Dashing? Not even Dashing, it's going to be Electro Drift. That is going to be game over then, because that's going to KO Blood Moon. But realistically, that is not going to matter, because we're going to have Terrapagos in the back. So we're going to pop in Terrapagos. We're still going to have 1 turn of Trick Room, and we're going to have Farigiraf, and both of them are slower than Miraidon, which basically means this is going to be game over for them. Oh my god, I thought we had Terrapagos. We don't have Terrapagos. We do have Sororok though, which is fine because we still have Sash on, so it doesn't really matter. I mean, we should be able to take the win regardless. It shouldn't really matter. I will Bitter Malice it, and I will Psychic it, and that should probably be game from our side going 3 for 3. Wait, it's not a Specs? It's not a Specs. It had Protect, it's not Specs. That I was not expecting, I must admit. So interesting, very, very interesting. As Farigiraf will go down, and the question is, are we gonna be able to take the win actually? I mean, I assume we will, because we have Ditto with Choice Scarf, and we will turn into Miraidon now, so pretty sure we should be able to take the win. Especially because I will go for Icy Wind, and if we connect on their Miraidon, then we should win. So, let's see, Electro Drift from us comes out, and that should be enough for the KO, and that will be a win, ladies, gentlemen, trainers, and Pokemon Masters. Honestly, this team was cooking. We were on fire playing with this team. I really like playing with this team, which is weird to say because it's a normal type team, but I really like playing with this team, not gonna lie. This team did way better than I expected, going in with the most basic type in the entirety of Pokemon being the normal type. This team was absolutely phenomenal. We didn't even get to use Arceus with the Silt Scarf, but there is definitely a use for that Pokemon on the team with that Terra of Fire, Heat Wave, and Calm Mind, and even Judgment and Protect. Why not try this team out? You just saw how well I did with it, so you can definitely climb the double rank ladder with this team using the Greninja code on the top right corner of the screen or down in the description below. I mean, this team is honestly a beast, and it's a ton of fun using only normal types. It really is. Next up is going to be the Fire type, and if you like today's video, make sure you smash the thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, turn notification bell so you don't miss my next video. And until next time, I hope you have a wonderful day and happy gaming.